All right, what's up everyone? This video is to show you how to buy guard. Okay, now there are multiple pathways, and what I'm going to lay out here today is what I believe to be the simplest and most straightforward pathway. All right, first off, if you haven't already, you will need a Web3 wallet, and we recommend MetaMask. Okay, so if you don't have that yet, you can pause the video. None of this, the rest of it will be relevant for you. Just go to metamask.io and follow the prompts, download that, get that set up. You will need that Web3 wallet in order to interact with decentralized exchanges. If you've already got that set up, great. Here we are. Let's jump into it. Today's tutorial will specifically be about purchasing guard on it's called the BSC chain, sometimes called the BNB chain. It's changed names. Same thing, right? It's the blockchain that Binance has developed. So the BNB smart chain, and we're going to be talking about how to purchase on that network specifically, okay? There are other networks where guard is available. We'll have other tutorials if you need those for that, but specifically right now we're just going to do the BNB chain. So step one, pretty straightforward. Load up your MetaMask wallet with BUSD or USDT. Okay, these are the two stable coins that currently have the deepest liquidity on the BNB chain for the asset guard. Now, you can get these assets on a centralized exchange. Okay, that's what that means, centralized exchange. That could be crypto.com, it could be Coinbase, it could be Kraken, it could be Binance.us or Binance.com, it could be Uphold, it could even be Robinhood. The point is you can get crypto assets on a centralized exchange. That is one of the options, and then you send them to your MetaMask wallet. Now, the other option is you can actually purchase them directly at changenow.io. So if, for example, you just opened your Coinbase account yesterday and you're like, all right, Coinbase, here's my 10 grand or my 5 grand or however much you're starting with, and then Coinbase says, well, you got to wait 7 days before you can do anything with that and send it to a wallet. It's sometimes irritating. So if you want to get started now and then handle all the KYC and verification process on the centralized exchanges, handle that later, then changenow.io would be your pathway. Okay, so right here, changenow.io, it's pretty straightforward. It starts with exchange crypto. You navigate to buy, sell crypto, and then you just say, hey, I want to use USD, and you put in your amount that you're going to buy. And at first, you can't buy guard directly, so you just say, hey, I want to buy either BNB or one of the stable coins, BUSD or USDT. Probably the easiest is going to be just buy some BNB. Now you have it in your wallet, and you can swap that BNB for either stable coins or for guard, okay? So this would be the most direct path and the quickest path if you're wanting to get started immediately, okay? So that's Change Now. And then you can also bridge your assets using a site called Rubik.exchange. So for example, if you have Coinbase and you can't buy BNB or BUSD directly on Coinbase, but you can buy ETH on Coinbase, send it to your MetaMask wallet on the Arbitrum network because it's way less in fees that way, and then you would want to swap that ETH for some BUSD. Okay, so here's what that would look like. I'm on Rubik.exchange. I launch app, and it'll redirect me. Now I'm going to use the example of ETH on the Arbitrum network, but just know that it depends what you have in your wallet. Okay, you might have some other asset, you might have Matic on the Polygon network, I don't know, but you can pick any asset that you start with. So I say Arbitrum network, Ethereum the asset, that I've got that in this wallet, and then I want to get on the BNB chain, I want to get some BUSD, and then I would set the whole thing up, okay? I'm not going to go through this whole process on the demo wallet here, but you would enter the amount that you want to swap. It's going to give you a few options. The top one is always the best in terms of lowest cost. You can select that and go through the whole process. You'll end up with now BUSD on the BNB chain inside your wallet, okay? So just understand, getting the BUSD or USDT to your wallet, if you don't already have it, there are 3 primary pathways to do that, okay? So from a centralized exchange, directly through changenow.io, or using a bridge, Rubik.exchange. And you might need to combine number 1 and number 3 from a centralized exchange, then use Rubik.exchange in order to bridge over and get the BUSD or USDT on the BNB chain, okay? That's probably the most complicated part of the process. Everything else is pretty straightforward. And just remember, you'll always need a little bit of BNB in your wallet to transact on the BNB chain. So just like on the Ethereum network or the Arbitrum network, you need ETH to process every transaction. You will need a little bit of BNB to facilitate this trade. Then you navigate to a DEX, a decentralized exchange, in order to make the swap. Now, there's 2 main DEXs right now that I would recommend for this swap. The one is PancakeSwap.finance. If you've been around crypto, you're probably familiar with that. If you're brand new, it's just one of the largest and most reliable decentralized exchange platforms that currently exists. The other one is app.nightswap.financial, which is more of like a smaller boutique kind of DEX, but still extremely reliable and still for Guard, deep liquidity, okay? So even though PancakeSwap is a bigger DEX, like overall, there's deeper liquidity for Guard specifically on NightSwap. Now, that's only, today's August 5th, 24. That's true right now. That could change, right? Liquidity could get deeper in other places. Just right now, that's the case. So if I was going to go to PancakeSwap, I would come over here, and you always double check PancakeSwap.finance, because this is a big DEX, and so there are people who try to like finagle it and go like, oh, PancakeSwap.money or some garbage like that. Always make sure you're on PancakeSwap.finance, and then you'll connect your wallet over here on the right. Right now, I just got the demo wallet address. That would say connect, and then you click there and connect your MetaMask wallet. Hover over trade, go to swap, and here we are. I would set this up to say, hey, I want to swap some of my USDT, and I want to receive Guard, and then whatever's in my wallet. Okay, max 19, cool. And it's going to tell me what I'm going to get back. Cost me a few cents, no big deal. And then I would just click swap. And I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but confirm swap. You go to your MetaMask wallet. It gives you approvals and confirmations. You just go through that, approve the transaction. Simple as that. You're done, okay? Now, if I want to use NightSwap, I'm going to navigate. Again, make sure you got the right address here. app.nightswap.financial is the address for this one. Hover over trade, go to swap, and here we are. I can select my 2 assets. I'm going to do USDT and Guard, and then I can do however much of that USDT I want, and then it'll let me know how much Guard I'm going to get back. I click on swap, and again, I go through the confirmations. MetaMask will give me approval confirmation. Click those as well, and then you'll have Guard in your wallet. So once you've got it, here's what I recommend, okay? And we've talked about this in a few other videos, but this is my general recommendation for Guard as a long-term investment opportunity. Keep 20% of your Guard unpaired in your wallet. So if you go and buy 20,000 Guard tokens, cool. Keep 4,000 of those just in your wallet unpaired, and then with the rest of it, allocate the other 80% to create a liquidity pair. We cover how to do that in another video, but this is so that you get the best risk-adjusted returns profile, okay? It's not the most maximum possible gains you could ever get in the world ever. That's just like chasing after the wind, right? Instead, we're saying, hey, let's have reasonable, there's still going to be awesome returns, but reasonable returns, and they're the best risk-adjusted returns, accounting for all the wacky variables and potential black swans that we can't even anticipate, okay? That's why, in my opinion, this is the best play for a properly risk-adjusted profile. All right, I didn't want to make this too long. Just want to show you a quick tutorial on how to get Guard and then a recommendation for allocating it. There are other videos in this series that walk you through like creating liquidity pairs and more like from a strategic vantage point, what to do with those assets after you've created the liquidity pairs, after you start creating trading fee income and you have some yield to then harvest. You can either compound it, use it to other, there's lots of different pathways, okay? And we'll get into all of those. This video is just, hey, step 1, how do I even purchase Guard in the first place? Drop some questions below if you have any, and I'll be in the Telegram group, which, by the way, if you're not already in there, I'll post a link somewhere below. You got to get in the Telegram group. That's where we do some of the education and training like this. And then just reach out if you need anything, and we'll go from there. Thanks, guys.